He was always gentle, quiet, considerate, the kind of man who didn't need to raise his voice to be noticed. He never commanded attention, but he always gave it, and in a way that made you feel seen. When we first met, it was his steady presence that drew me in, his unwavering calm, his loyal silence. He wasn't flashy, didn't have money to throw around, but with him, I felt protected, understood, loved in the truest sense of the word. We built a life slowly, step by step. Shared dreams. Made plans like any ordinary couple. In the beginning, it felt like we had everything we needed. But somewhere along the line, a restlessness crept in. Maybe it was monotony. Maybe I got used to being loved so deeply that I stopped recognizing its worth. His attention, once comforting, started to feel like routine. The warmth became background noise. I stopped wanting stability. I started craving something wild. Something electric. I wanted intensity, not security. Passion, not peace. And I was arrogant enough to believe I could have both. There was a man at the office. Confident, flirtatious, with an edge that felt dangerous in just the right way. He made me feel alive in a way I hadn't in years. He noticed things my husband never commented on. He made me laugh, really laugh, like I used to before life turned into a schedule of bills, chores, and responsibilities. It started innocently. Long talks. Shared jokes. Lingering glances that lasted a little too long. Flirting that danced on the edge. And then, I crossed the line. I told myself it was a one-time mistake. A slip. A lapse in judgment that I could walk away from untouched. I convinced myself it didn't mean anything. That I could pretend it never happened. But one moment, just one, can unravel an entire life. The guilt didn't hit right away. It came in waves. Slow. Sharp. Relentless. And when it finally settled in, it nearly swallowed me. I couldn't keep it buried. I confessed. Expecting fury. Expecting things to break, shatter, explode. But he didn't yell. He didn't storm out. He sat in silence, his eyes locked on the floor like he was trying to make sense of a world that had just shifted beneath him. He said nothing for the longest time. Then he cried. Not sobs. No shouting. Just quiet, soul-deep tears, the kind that tear through a person without making a sound. I had never seen him break before. He was always the strong one. The steady one. Watching him come undone because of what I did, it broke something inside me. He didn't ask for reasons. He didn't call me names. He only asked one thing. Was I not enough? I couldn't answer. Because the truth was unbearable. He was more than enough. I was the one who failed. That night, he didn't sleep beside me. He moved to the guest room. And from that night on, he never came back to our bed. There was a wall between us now, one that no apology could climb. I tried. Letters. Flowers. Desperate promises. But some wounds don't heal with words. He still made me coffee each morning. Still took out the trash. Still fed the cat. But it wasn't love anymore. It was muscle memory. A quiet routine built over years. I felt the distance growing each day. He wasn't just mourning the betrayal. He was mourning us, who we used to be, what we'd lost. And I had no right to rush his grief. Months passed. His wedding band never left his finger. But it didn't symbolize hope. It marked grief. I watched the light leave his eyes. He stopped smiling. Laughter disappeared altogether. And deep down I knew I was the reason. One day, he said he needed time away. Packed a small bag. Told me he'd be staying with his brother. No timeline. No promise. No anger. Just tired sadness. He looked at me one last time, eyes glassy with tears, and whispered words that still echo in my bones. I loved you more than you'll ever understand. Then he walked out. I stood in the doorway, numb and hollow, with nothing but my own choices to keep me company. I had broken the heart of the one person who had truly loved me. And no matter how many nights I cried afterward, it was a truth I couldn't erase. The house is quiet now. Too quiet. His coat still hangs by the door. His toothbrush still waits in the holder. I haven't moved a thing. As if keeping these pieces frozen in time might somehow bring him back. But it won't. I realized too late that sparks burn out. That passion fades. But real love, the kind that holds steady even when the fire dims, is rare. And when you find it, you don't let it go. You hold on. You protect it. You cherish it. I didn't. I destroyed something sacred. And now I live with that. He didn't deserve this pain. He didn't deserve betrayal. He didn't deserve to cry because of the woman he trusted most. But he did. Because of me. And that's a truth I carry with me, every single day.